that's all right. Oh no. Yep. No. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Pop out. That is very kind of you to think that I will figure it out. I'm all over the shop lately. All right. So all right. Yep. Ah, sick. Okay. Yep. All right. Hey, it works. Sick. Oh, that's awesome, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, there's so much. I'm gonna have to go through it all. So I'm just going through, and it does not seem like it's picking up your audio still. What the? Let's. Where am I? Yeah, it is. All right. Oh, what? I swear it was before. Should I chuck in? that's the video in the background. Ah. See, I swear before when you were talking, it was... Mm-hmm. Yep. I know, right? Hmm. Oh, wait a second. I just had to change that. Add audio output. All right. And Teams. Doing well. Mm. Yeah, but... Oh. We got it.
Yeah, like if you can't,
That doesn't matter.
yeah, anything.
setup. All right. Boom. Right. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't have built-in Outlook. No, built-in output does not come up in mine. Oh man, it's. I'll show you. Oh man, this is super good. So instead of yeah, and then black hole. All right. New audio device. Don't. All right. Can. Hey. Nope. Oh yeah. Boom, and then boom. Switch.
Which? Hello, 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 hello.
Hey, that is it.
Oh my god, I'm coming through, and I'm very loud,
Yeah.
so you'll have to turn me down.
Talk again.
Alright, we can talk about. Oh, I'll just keep talking until I'm at a
Yeah.
appropriate level, so you can.
Oh my god.
Okay, I
You
think I'm good now.
sorted it.
Oh,
Look at that.
finally.
That's what I said.
Anyway, I hope you remember how to do that. Let me go to your
Oh.
channel. Hallelujah. That took way, way too long. Let me go to your channel and pull this up. I might grab some water in a moment too.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. So how long you want to chill for? Because I literally have nothing to do. So
We can chill for a bit. I gotta do some work tonight. And
yeah,
cook
that's
dinner and
cool. That's
whatnot.
cool.
But
You haven't had dinner yet?
nah. Classic.
Oh damn.
Oh. Okay. Only took an hour, but we've sorted it. It is all good now. Hell yeah.
And only an hour if you don't count the other time we tried to watch the Queensland debate.
All right. And then, did you know that? Because however we did it, I think we like did it offline, and then I uploaded it, and then I got a content strike for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What in the?
I never get those kind of things.
Oh, they can't hear you apparently. Hang on.
No, maybe I.
Go up in your audio devices all the way up.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, I'm real low. Oh, I can turn up my microphone. That should.
There you go.
Okay, now that should be. Okay, I might just turn that down. 8 touch.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
That's easy. Yeah. You got a content strike? What from bloody?
Yeah, like,
it would have been from like 7 News or something.
Yeah, Channel
right?
7 or something.
You can dispute that because it's fair use.
Oh man, I've tried to dispute. What did I? It was some Canadian fucking rapper guy. Tom something. Anyway, because I went through and did a couple of his music videos.
That's bullshit. No.
And I like wrote out a huge fucking thing, and then they're just like, nah.
That's bullshit because like it's under fair use, so
yeah,
you're technically allowed to. Like,
it's bullshit. Hey,
I would be taking them to I guess not to court, but like I would counterclaim it. I would. And say, hey, this is under fair use. Like, what's the deal, huh?
Yeah, no, I wrote out like a couple of times. I can't believe
Channel 7
of
did
all
that.
things, right? Why would they? What have they got to do? Oh man, so
guess they don't like it when people shit on the candidate they love.
True, that's very true.
Yeah.
So what were we going to talk about?
Friendly Geordie's cops a lot of. He copped a lot of stuff from Channel 9 when he was doing the maths videos.
Oh yeah, but then didn't they like because it
they reversed it because it was actually giving more viewership, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so a few things happened in politics since we last talked.
A couple. Albo went on holidays during the floods. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the floods aren't as fucking deadly as the bushfires. Like, even if you want to put it that way.
Also, he didn't lie about it. He didn't pretend that he was there. Like, although I have seen that Peter Dutton is apparently missing. And who was it? It wasn't
really.
It wasn't Susan Lay. It was might have been that Amanda Holly. Is that the Marxist teachers chick? Anyway, one of them today couldn't say.
I only know about Amanda Stoker or something.
Yeah, she was she got kicked out. It was between her and Pauline Hanson. It came down to it, and I mean
that's it. Yeah, Amanda Stoker's with
She's like with the real far right.
Yeah,
conservative, like the religious weirdo part of the LNP.
I do remember on election day, I saw an Asian person volunteering for One Nation. I was like, what?
It's very interesting how like some of those things happen. Hey,
I just don't get it though. Like, this is the party that doesn't want you here. You know.
Although, like, I think it's changed. I do think it's changed. Like, because I a couple of years ago I made my Year 11 modern history class watch all of Pauline Hanson's maiden speech from '96.
Yeah,
it is nuts. Like, she is fucking nuts. And but like
back then it would have been easier to get away with saying stuff like that.
But I mean, she got disendorsed because she was running for the Liberals, and she came out during the election, and she said a bunch of like racist stuff, and they disendorsed her. So she ran as an independent. Still got, I think the like cards, the ballots might have already been printed, and so she like got that like Liberal Party name recognition, and then she got into Parliament. And she started her own party.
What in the hell? By the way, I'll tweet this out on my Twitter.
True.
But yeah, no, that's just interesting because like, God,
But
she's from Queensland too, so
yeah.
it's like, and this would have been at a time. When did Pauline get into politics again?
It was 96.
Yeah, because I was gonna try come at it with like, well, Queensland's such a conservative state that like, I don't know where to go from that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I feel like Queensland it doesn't operate on the same principles as like New South Wales or Victoria, in the sense that like we have had 30 years of Labor like premiership, like leadership at a state level, broken only by the 3 years of Campbell Newman. Like you
Anna Bligh.
Yeah. Oh shit, no, she was Labor.
She was, that's right.
Because yeah, went what? Goss, Beattie, Bligh, Newman, and then Palaszczuk. And then Palaszczuk was the first female politician at a state or federal level in Australia to not only get elected, but then to win re-election after that.
Yeah, for 3 times. It is interesting where she was called the, quote, accidental premier. It's just like, yeah, I don't know about that one anymore. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But, you know, like we've... What did I see the other day? I saw this little infographic about... it was probably... I can't remember if it was something about the environment or sustainability or women's rights or something, but it had WA as number 1 in Australia, and then Queensland was ranked number 2. Like, we're not as rednecky as, you know, I think we're made out to be. You know, decriminalized abortion, but that was 2019, I think that happened. Yeah, I think it also is that we are a bit of a younger, like particularly Southeast Queensland trends younger. And that's why I think the Greens did so well in inner city Brisbane, whereas the Teals did well in inner city
Hawthorn.
Yeah.
Melbourne, Hawthorn, yeah.
Exactly.
Because I was actually in Hawthorn, like when that whole campaign was going along.
Oh, right.
And Monique Ryan was just fucking everywhere.
Yeah, so there was like a big groundswell for them, was there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the big thing for Monique Ryan, though, was just the fact that, like, hey, I'm an independent and I'm about to take down one of the major parties.
Yeah.
Like...
I think it's interesting seeing, like, all of the Teal stuff and seeing that level of enthusiasm that people do want to be... I mean, it's there to be tapped into, I feel.
Yeah.
People want to believe in, you know, their institutions and in the system, and that they can affect change.
There's this whole thing that's like, oh, majors last, you know, freedom parties first, and it's just like, maybe that had a thing to do with it, where they're like, oh, an independent's about to win, you know?
Yeah, no, that's interesting. And I mean, building on the,
I was more scared of Clive, to be honest. Just
the way that he acted as a ruiner in 2019, and then, you know, it coming out that he was gonna fucking be pumping even more money into this election. So it's so
what really scared me though is that, like, I thought more people disliked the mandates. I really did, because when Clive Palmer and Craig Kelly, by the way, Craig Kelly's website is still glorious. If you want to go take a peek at that, do not look at it on stream, by the way.
Oh, of course, yep.
No, there's a not safe for work section.
Oh,
The actual Yeah, don't look at the not safe for work section. Don't look at that.
because I saw he's got a Substack now, and he's trying to get people to subscribe for like $80 a year or something.
What?
It's hilarious. Like he's just a
What?
he's just a grifter now.
What is it? So, what's that Substack?
Yeah, I think it's like taken over from WordPress or like whatever those.
Substack.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a paid newsletter thing. Oh,
Oh, yep.
fuck.
Yeah.
Craig, I want to see this because it's funny. Did you see that video that the Chaser did? Where it was so good. This guy, he went to Craig Kelly's office and just started knocking on the window and being like, "Craig, can we talk? Can we talk?" And Craig just shuts the fucking blinds and he's like, "What about my free speech?" And then he went to an actual Clive Palmer thing where Clive was there and dressed up as a cell phone with a message on it from Queensland Nickel saying, "Pay me." And he started screaming, "Clive! Clive! I've got a message! I've got a message from Queensland Nickel!" And then someone came out really pissed off and started screaming, "Shut the fuck up!"
Nice. The Chaser's been
good.
No, the Chaser's been back on their bullshit this year. It's been real good to see.
Oh yeah. No, I love the Chaser. They're really funny. Yeah.
But no, I mean the whole Clive Palmer thing. I mean, I'm just
it
so glad.
It was the freedom thing that really scared me because I was just like, he's appealing to a crowd, the anti-vax crowd here. So it's like,
and
I would have assumed
all the populist messaging. Like we had a bunch of billboards in my little town, and
they were fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and that for the next 5 years, your mortgage will be 3%. Like he had absolutely no. I think it was going to cost $100 billion or something to the economy in order for the government to mandate that or something or to ensure that. But and people were saying, I'm going to vote for Clive Palmer because I need my mortgage to be at 3% for the next 5 years. Like
when I was doing
people.
Yeah. When I was doing a street stall, I told this story before, but some woman came up to me and was like, "I used to vote Labor, now I'm voting for Clive Palmer. More common sense these days." I was just like, well, we've only listened to medical advice. Like, what's your point? She's like, "Nope, I've done my research.
Yeah, of course.
Go look at Clive Palmer's website." I said, "Oh, you should look at I said you should look at Craig Kelly's website too while you're at it."
Oh man.
Yeah.
But we have no federal. I don't know if it is on the state level as well, but we have no federal laws against for truth in political advertising in this country, and I feel like that is a huge red flag. Yeah.
We need them, yeah.
A plumber was working on my place the other day. Oh man, and that's fucked up because these people are desperate. Like just today, the interest rates went.
It all comes down to it. Where I lost my train of thought. Where it's like we don't have any transparent media, and people be like, "Oh, you left wing." ABC, SBS, nannies, you just, it's just not true. And they're claiming oh, ABC Media Watch. Not even Media Watch is fully transparent. Like, it's just stupid that people really take this. I don't know.
I mean, one of the biggest things I think is that the in-depth analysis and telling hard truths and etc. Like that doesn't fit the business plan of gigantic media conglomerates who've who've seen a precipitous fall in their revenue because of the lack of newspaper sales and of people buying Foxtel, I assume, and things like that. And so they have to.
Murdoch wants people to buy Foxtel. I mean,
Oh,
because
but
he,
that's what I mean.
literally
Like,
owns the damn thing.
but it's turned into like garnering it. It's just clickbait with a little bit more of a.
That's just how the press is set
and
up,
it's just
though.
because of capitalism. It's they're just fighting with
Yeah.
each other, and also like online stuff.
Money in their pockets.
As opposed to printing an article in a newspaper where you would have to you're paying to print out 500,000 copies or whatever. It costs you nothing to host someone's video or article on your website. And it's just like pumping content out, whether or not it's accurate or truthful or has any kind of analysis. It's just bullshit.
That's why Murdoch bought up all the newspapers in Queensland. It's simple.
Yeah.
He just buys them up, guts their funding, so he still owns them but still has a monopoly, sells them off one by one. That's it. So he guts them, and then because of that, he can just push whatever he wants online because nobody buys newspapers anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we lost our town's newspaper and that whole thing, and so now all we fucking have is the Courier Mail and the Australian sitting there. And you walk, you're in Woolies or something, and you're waiting in line, and you just see,
see the articles, right? Oh,
yeah.
ALP welcomes coal.
They had some bullshit about Anastasia Palaszczuk yesterday on the front cover, and people are going to see that and be like, oh, well, that's the news.
That's the news.
Yeah.
Your average Joe Blow doesn't care about Murdoch's monopoly. They don't.
No, and I saw on Twitter today someone said, "Oh, a non-political friend of mine told me, or said to me today, isn't it sad how Albo took a holiday during the floods?" And they were saying, this is it's all of this misinformation that's being pushed by Murdoch and shit. It's just crazy.
We're just preaching to the choir here, really.
Yeah. At least we've got a bit of analysis though, and we're not calling. What's the opposition of? I mean, the opposite of that chick calling all the teachers Marxists. I guess we call everyone fascists.
Yeah,
I guess Murdoch is, but I mean the problem is that Murdoch pushes a lot of fascism, so a lot of soft fascism.
Umberto Eco's, I think it was 12 stages of fascism.
14, I think. Yeah.
14, whatever. But I just know it's Umberto Eco.
Yeah.
Fascism comes in different levels, so it's
No, absolutely, and it's flexible. Some forms of fascism have some elements and other forms don't have them. They're all really specific to their time and their place and their context, and which makes it hard to recognize.
Now, I don't think this is a good enough stream unless we mention PR guy.
Yeah, so look, I think I followed him before this whole thing came out on Twitter. But I mean, the Avi Yemeni shit is the most hilarious to me.
I just find it funny how when he did face reveal the fucking chopping block thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not funny that he threw a chopping block, but what is funny is
Avi Yemeni
that he can't fucking remove that. Yeah,
absolutely not getting what he wants out of it.
Yeah, and now he's trying to claim that he's won. It's it's the 5 stages of grief, but there's no acceptance.
And that it's not actually him, isn't Avi? Because I saw he got to go on Sky News and all that bullshit. And isn't he now claiming that it's actually someone else? But he would know that because
PR guy is.
Yeah, but he would know that because he got Twitter sent Avi Yemeni the stuff.
Yeah, he's claiming that that's not actually him. Yeah,
he's someone with no social media presence, and they don't come up when you Google them.
he won't take the friendly Geordie's bet. That's hey,
the
if he
10.
doesn't work for Daniel Andrews, I'll donate $10,000 to Rebel News.
Yeah, which he 100% fucking would. I watched a Tom Tanuki video, I think a couple of weeks ago, about Rebel News and the vexatious litigation that they pulled in Canada. I think it was Ezra Levant, the guy that runs Rebel News.
The guy that Lewis Spears trolled, yeah.
And he got barred from being able to bring lawsuits in Canada because he did it like he was just recognized as a nuisance. And so now they're pulling that shit. Trying to just sue everybody.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but some anti-vaxxers got mad at me in Melbourne. That was funny.
What happened?
Yeah. Oh, like, I walked past Parliament House and saw them there, and I saw them earlier in the week, and I said, "You're all idiots, you know." And then they're like, "What's it to you?" You know? And I said, I think I, like, jokingly said, like, I think I like jokingly said something like I'm with Antifa and something like that, and then I was like, yeah, I'm actually just joking. Yeah, they didn't want to be recorded. I asked them, can I record and ask questions? I did it anyway for two reasons. One, it's a public place, and two, what was it? I think it's if you blur their face,
then it's okay.
You could still. Yeah, I'm not uploading it anywhere, so...
That's so weird that they would do that.
Yeah.
Besides that, I just need to pop out for 30 seconds, but then I will be back.
Yeah, I should go to the bathroom too. I'll be back.
All right. Oh, what's going on with
back?
Excellent. My stream is stuffing up. I think it's my internet connection. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
Set your OBS bitrate lower.
Oh, okie dokie.
It's just audio and a small video, so you won't need a lot of bitrate.
You
know. What are you streaming at?
I don't know.
Probably help if you check that.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good streamer. You know, just you gotta have your streams and then your other streams.
Oh, the other thing too is turn off the Discord stream. That'll probably help. Yeah, look in OBS.
Okay, that was still going. That will probably definitely help now.
Yeah, go to your output and see rate. I think it defaults to 2500.
Yeah,
but you could probably drop that down to like 1200.
All right, let's do it.
If that doesn't work, you could probably drop it down to like, I don't know, 800 or something.
All right.
But yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Did the stream end? It did not. Cool. I gotta change to live chat. Always forget to do that. I don't like how YouTube defaults it to top chat.
Ah, I did not even see that. There we go.
Yeah, quite annoying, but anyway.
Huh. Okay, that's much better.
Yeah, that video by the Chaser. What else? What else has been happening? Yeah, the whole PR guy thing.
I mean, the election.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of considering doing with you, hey, is really just sort of... Like, you and me probably both know... Well, in fact, we definitely know why the LNP lost. It's pretty simple, but...
Marxists.
Yes. I will just say Gary Awesome hasn't had a peep since the election. I've been keeping up with him.
Ah, really? That's interesting.
Oh, no, so you ready for this one, right? Oh, no, he has. He just hasn't put any... He's just uploading fucking anti-trans shit. Just, you know, typical Gary shit.
That is actually, like, seeing the pivot from the anti-vax, anti-lockdown stuff, and now all these people who, like, built a media, you know, platform off all of that, now trying to latch on to, like, American right-wing culture war bullshit, particularly the anti-trans stuff, is so fucking disgusting, and I fucking hate it. Like, just seeing it so clearly and knowing that they are just grifting to try and maintain their audience is so fucked up.
Look, yeah, the good thing about Gary Awesome is, well, he doesn't make shit, so, you know. Fuck, how much does he earn a month? $138 a month, and I think he earns like 56 on Patreon. Oh, damn.
Has it gone up or down?
Nah. Well, it used to be just $56 or something, and yeah, I mean, $200 a month. I don't know.
Yeah, look, it's more than I earn from YouTube, so he's got the right wing bullshit going.
Well, I can tell you one thing: I probably earn more than him in real life, so. So yeah.
Oh, Gary. Doesn't he have like 50,000?
Oh yeah, that is one thing that like probably should be taken into consideration is Oh no. So he had a huge thing go down with YouTube, right?
Oh really?
Oh yeah, so he YouTube basically said to him, yeah, can you stop like posting hate speech and breaking our TOS? And then he just had a giant fucking sook about it and said, look, I'm going over to BitChute now where I can, you know, where none of these YouTube cucks are, you know.
Yep, all the Zucks and the...
So he's deleted all his videos, so... Yeah, I don't think Gary's really a threat anymore.
That's so fucked up. What's that? What's Nick Fuentes? Is it Cozy?
Yeah, Nick Fuentes. He the only thing I know about Nick Fuentes is he's definitely gay, and he claims he's not.
Yeah, like the Catboy shit, right?
Yeah, the Catboy. Yeah.
Oh man, and like that as I mean, he is just an open fascist, and I fucking hate him. But I do feel sorry that clearly, like, these young guys get like they feel bad about themselves, and then they get pulled into this like reactionary bullshit.
People like Isaac Butterfield, Jordan Peterson.
Oh man, Jordan Fuck, there's something we could talk about.
Oh,
Oh man, his meltdown and his fucking
I didn't see his meltdown, but I do know he got banned from
he
Twitter.
and it was the dumbest. Like,
I gotta remember why did he get banned again? Wasn't it just
it was
because like anti-trans shit?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He was talking about Elliot Page.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. And he
yeah,
dead named Elliot Page. Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
said it was like got her breast cut off by a criminal doctor, and it's like
Like, what the fuck did you
fuck, dude.
expect to happen then?
But
You're a
also,
very big figure. Like,
he didn't get banned. His account got locked until he deleted the tweet. He didn't actually get banned, but what he did was because he's now signed up with the Daily Wire, and so he put out yeah, right. And so he put out a 14-minute video where he was talking about it, and he's just like acting like so confused, like she,
why did this
Ellen,
happen to me?
Elliot, like I don't even know what to say. Oh, it's so confusing. But he said, it might as well be a ban because I'm never gonna delete it. I'd rather die before I delete it. But guess what now? He's fucking deleted it. Fucking idiot. Oh my god, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. Free
Like,
speech warrior
he is not
gets
well.
his free speech suppressed.
And I'll die for it. And now Dave Rubin has seen that it's like generated a bunch of shit, and he's like, oh, maybe I'll delete my Twitter too. It's like, alright, calm down, Dave. You've still got an audience.
Elon Musk owns Twitter. Like,
oh no, I don't think that went through.
it did.
Did it? No, I think...
No, Elon Musk owns Twitter. He bought it. I'm looking it up. It was like 44 million, wasn't it?
He was 44 billion, but I don't think it went through.
I don't know.
It's just a proposed acquisition.
No, I swear he bought Twitter. I swear he did.
No, as of July 2022, the acquisition is pending approval from regulators and shareholders.
Right.
So he's trying
okay.
to, but
God, is it just me, or does Elon Musk just look like Jamie Oliver? Like, am I seeing that? Am I the only one seeing that?
I think you might be.
I don't know. Like, I just think he does. Hey,
That's
whatever.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Clive, $100 million and only one seat.
And that dude is not going to stay with the United Australia Party. I guarantee.
Craig.
No, oh no. The dude in Victoria.
Who is it again?
It's just some random. Is it a real estate agent? I feel like that's the kind of
United Australia Party, Australian Senate seat. God, imagine just living in that electorate, hey. Just imagine. Ralph Babbitt?
Yeah, that's him.
Well, it looks like it was a Liberal seat, so...
Is it lower house? Or is it was the Senate?
The United Australia Party has won the final Victorian Senate seat, effectively
Okay.
solidifying the makeup of the new look upper house.
Yeah. Oh, but they took it off Liberals. Well, that's all right at least. But yeah, he is. I guarantee he will not stay.
I mean, UAP was my second last, so...
He's not going to be UAP for long. He'll like join another party, like another fringe party, or he'll start his own fucking party, or he'll see that the Teals are getting lots of stuff, and he'll.
I just fucking Google him, right? And I'm just seeing people praise him. Like, ugh. Oh, and there's also Murdoch Press shitting on him, saying, suffering new Senator Ralph Babbitt's whinge about 200k payday.
Well, yeah, of course they're going to have a go at him, aren't they? I cannot believe that Clive got one Senate seat for $100
I mean, that's
million.
a pretty expensive $40 million on top of your You know, $60 million with 0 seats.
Very true.
I am just like trying to be intelligent about this though. It's like, what's Clive gonna campaign on next time? Because he was campaigning on like freedom and shit now, and now it's like, and now what? You know?
Yeah,
Because I can't think of anything. Like maybe he will campaign on freedom again. Who knows? But like, I think by then that won't really be a thing to campaign on, and it's just not very smart. Like if it didn't work.
I think it's going to depend on how the 2024 US elections go.
That's a huge fucking point. I did not even think of that.
Because, like, all all the Supreme Court shit and the Ron DeSantis shit,
Because
like, he's
wasn't it in
fucked.
2019? Yeah, in 2019 he tried to go the Trump approach, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's doing that now, claiming election fraud. But
Oh,
anyway,
man. All that bullshit, like, and people started, like, questioning, like, AEC, like, volunteers. It's so fucked. Like, these people are, like, going through, counting votes,
grow up.
doing democracy, and it's like, makes it, where's your writ? Where's your, like, you legally need to have a writ from Parliament that says blah blah blah. It's like, okay, love, go away.
Clive, did you know that if you have any affiliation to a political party, it's illegal to work for the AEC? Fun fact.
Oh my god,
That's why I can't volunteer.
oh right, well,
Yeah.
because Menzies had the United Australia Party, and then it
Yeah,
went
and then
defunct,
they linked with the Free Trade Party, so...
and then he like started Liberals. And during the election, Clive Palmer puts out a like 90th anniversary of UAP. It's like, dude, you're not in that fucking party. Like, that's not your party.
He reformed the party, but like the party defunct, and he just brought it back. Like the party wasn't even around half this time. Like what? It's more like 20th anniversary or like 10th anniversary or some shit, you know?
Because before UAP, it was the Palmer United Party. Back when they got like, well, he had a lower house seat, and they had, I think, 4 senators. They had that
hang on,
the human shithead. What was it?
I'm looking it up. Clive Frederick Palmer.
And he had that huge footy player.
Israel Folau?
No. Like years. It's probably a decade ago. Like this huge older dude.
That prick, Israel Folau.
Yeah, that. I feel like there was something about him with Clive Palmer during this election, though.
Israel.
Yeah, or the LNP.
All I know about Israel, in relation to Clive Palmer is that when Israel tried to sue the NFL, or not the NFL, the
NRL. No, the ARL. It was a.
Oh, whatever league he plays in.
ARU, the union.
Yeah, he tried to sue them, and he used the same fucking lawyer Sam Iskander that Clive Palmer used to try and defend himself against friendly Geordies and against the not paying his workers in Queensland Nickel.
Of course.
Palmer owns many businesses such as
mineralogy.
What the fuck? Clive Palmer owns the Palmer. Oh wow, he actually owns a golf course at Robina. What the fuck? It's so weird, like, just reading shit that, like, you've been around and then finding out that a politician that you hate owns it.
Yeah. Well, I had a look because he bought a new house in the Gold Coast. I think he owns, like, 3 or 4 on, like, the same little bit. And I had a look at it, and, like, it looked like a nice house.
Is it a fucking... Oh, I was gonna say, is it a fucking shithole? But, okay.
It's, like... It looks like a rich person house, but I think it was worth like $12 million or something. And I'm like, that is not worth $12 million. Like, it's a nice, bigger 2-story house, but it was not... I would not think of it as like a millionaire's house. It's just so Anyway, that's a side, but yeah, I fucking hate Clive Palmer.
Yeah. You know a politician's good when, like, in their Wikipedia, like, there's just controversies. Like, you just know.
Yeah.
Palmer declined to pay the entitlements of workers who lost their jobs when Queensland Nickel closed, stating that, I have no personal responsibility. I retired from business over 3 years ago.
Fucking course.
Um,
Speaking of that, though, do you think, because Peter Dutton has a shitload of, like, controversies in his past, like, so much terrible shit, do you think that that's going to be an issue for them come election time?
for Clive.
Oh, no, for the LNP. Just with Peter Dutton having, like, such a bunch of shitty stuff in his background, and now he can't be the, like, defense minister, like, hard ass. He has to try and appeal to, you know, all Australians, and I don't think he's going to be able to do that.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because the Liberals have always gone on this thing of like what factions are all these Liberal prime ministers part of? Because all I know is Scott Morrison was in the moderates, and Peter Dutton's in the far right. Oh, sorry, the right faction.
And
So
Turnbull
you've
was
got to
Turnbull was
got to
the
look at
moderates. Turnbull was the what are they called? The Wets, I think.
No, not the wets. I'm talking about like actual factions. The wets and the dries, that's another analogy, but like if I look up Malcolm Turnbull faction. See, that's a thing. I wanna bring it down to like, you know, what factions were they in? Because like you look at the way Peter Dutton behaves policy wise, he's very, very different in like how they'll push radical ideas. I don't know, I'm tired, but like I still want to hang out, so I'm just gonna like
No, that's right. Let's do another like 5 or 10 minutes, because then I'm gonna go and make dinner.
yeah. I can't find what Peter Dutton's in. It's not very easy. What about Abbott? Was he even like? Are these people even in factions though? That's the thing.
I think unlike Labor, it hasn't been as
all right.
Like
Tony Abbott was
yeah.
a part of the National Right faction.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I mean, there's
Tony Abbott was that's the same as Peter Dutton, yeah.
And there's a really big evangelical push at the moment. They're not branch stacking, but they're trying to push their members to, I guess, just overtake liberal branches so that they can start pre-selecting just really heavily conservative Christian evangelical politicians, which I don't think is gonna do well in fucking Australia in 2025?
6?
I think
25,
it's,
yes.
yeah, 3 years
yeah.
for federal.
Yeah.
But like, I almost feel like that's just gonna backfire. But at the same time, all of the like really harmful
when we're
rhetoric that's gonna come out.
When we're in a day and age where things are getting more progressive in the terms of like being progressive in business and even in politics is just very good for popularity. You know? Because if being not like politically correct would be a thing, then it's like I hate using that term, by the way, but like parties like, you know, Australia, like a lot of the like extreme right wing parties would have seats. Is my point.
Yeah, and I mean, the Catherine Debs thing, like liberals fucking hated that. The coalition hated it because they said they couldn't go out and do any media because the first thing that was going to happen is they would get asked about Catherine Devs, and it destroyed their chances of like getting out there, particularly in New South Wales and particularly in Sydney. And I think that, so even though there's a real weird vocal minority of like right wingers, like you said, like they just don't hold a bunch of seats. And I think overall it's pretty distasteful. I would though say look at America and look how quickly that seems to be regressing and becoming reactionary, or at least a really large minority of people are just like getting sucked up in the most
America's
insane
a very
reactionary
different place.
bullshit. Yeah. And I think
Like,
they're religious.
I don't think like it's different here. Try to push America here and say like, you know, American healthcare is pretty good, hey. But then people will be like, no. I don't think anybody who's like sane can disagree about Medicare being good or stuff like that. Like
no,
I don't know.
and I mean, you know, even like our right wing, centre right parties, like they're not angling to privatize Medicare. I mean, not in their rhetoric. They will do it in little bits and pieces, but they're not out here saying that, you know, like universal healthcare is socialism.
That's just because they can't.
Yeah,
like they physically can't.
But I think that does point to overall, like we are a more progressive population.
Well, Australia was built upon unions, so you know. Like,
yeah, I mean, it is.
We weren't built on this whole idea of like freedom, liberty. You know, we weren't
individualism. Yeah, that. I think we have culturally a lot more, you know, like equity and equality built into our beliefs than like ultra fucking libertarianism.
Can I bring up something that kind of confused me, and I don't know if I brought it up with you. Did you see the Shooters and Fishers ousted Helen Dalton?
Was Helen Dalton from the Shooters and Fishers, or was she an independent? Oh, okay. No,
she's independent now. She left because there was a really huge reason, but effectively the Shooters and Fishers weren't going to pass this bill that would allow, you know, more transparency into water theft and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And it's funny because I think, you know, outside of Labour politicians, Helen Dalton's one I actually really, really love because she's just got like 3 simple policies. And it's like water, healthcare, education. Like, I can't argue with that, you know? Like,
yeah. No, I think those, either from smaller parties or independents, I think they do well when they run on those kind of platforms.
Helen Dalton's good, though, because she, well, she just wants simple things. Like, she just wants more funding for, like, regional New South Wales and stuff, too. And this was, like, she was fighting against John Barilaro, like, you know, like.
So did she get re-elected, but as an independent? Oh no. She's state, isn't she?
Yeah, member for Murray.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So she holds her seat still, but now she's an independent,
I believe. But yeah, it's just interesting because I don't know why the Shooters and Fishers would do that. Because Helen was easily their best member, easily.
How do the Shooters and Fishers line up against, you know, other parties, like on the spectrum?
I think they're... I don't really know how to, like, spectralize them, if that's a word. I don't know, because they're the people that do believe in climate change and do believe in, like, simple stuff like that, because like they're farmers, you know, of course they need to care about climate change, otherwise their crop won't grow.
Is it just kind of like a more responsive Nationals type party, but actually
maybe hang on,
representing the interests of people in regional and rural areas?
Hang on, I'll just look at it on Wikipedia. Ideology, agrarianism.
Okay, yeah, so a real focus on farming.
gun rights. Oh, yeah, gee.
Yep. There you go. Shooters.
Green conservatism.
Huh. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they're gonna push for. Shooters, fishers, and farmers. Like,
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. It was about a year ago that I noticed a change in the rhetoric in with Scott Morrison and conservatives in Australia as a whole, where they started talking about how they were conservationists.
nah.
Like we're conservatives and we need to conserve the environment. We need oh no, was it conservation or it was some other term meaning taking care of the environment, but being in charge of it. I was like, this is such an interesting rhetorical shift because they know that environmentalism is big, but they can't just come out and say, oh yeah, we're on the same page now. So they had to I think it was.
It is interesting because on Wikipedia here it says part of a series on conservatism in Australia, and yeah, isn't that awesome? Just seeing the fucking think tanks like the IPA.
Yeah. Oh, man.
God, fuck the IPA.
Speaking of the
much.
IPA, fuck, I'm glad that Tim Wilson got outed.
What?
Because
Tim Wilson, it was as in Victorian Tim Wilson.
Yeah, because before that he was he was on the Australian Human Rights Commission because Tony Abbott put him there, but that was because he was from the IPA.
Tim Wilson, MP.
Yeah.
This is like Millhouse Tim Wilson, right?
Federal. Oh yeah, no, not
No, oh no, I'm thinking of opposition leader to Dan Andrews.
Yeah,
that's Tim Smith, isn't it?
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Oh no, that was. Was that Matthew Guy?
No,
Tim
opposition
Smith.
leader. Yeah, Tim Smith.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Matthew Guy was the old one that ran his car into a fence.
I thought that was Millhouse. No, I'm pretty sure that was Millhouse, and I think he was texting on his phone when he did that.
Classic. Yeah, there's a heap of far-right parties that are going to contest the state election in Victoria that's a little bit worrying.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that one. Victoria's not going to give up their progressivism anytime soon.
I do wonder if they'd get some Senate votes, though. Because did Chris? What was that Evans guy? He was on My Kitchen Rules, and then he went totally psycho and.
Oh, Smith stepped down. Oh no, Matthew Guy. Is Matthew Guy actually the opposition now? See, that's the thing, right? I just forget that Victoria actually has an LNP branch.
Yeah,
you know,
I think they're polling it under 40%.
Oh, it's garbage. Daniel Andrews is easily going to get another term. He's very popular. Yeah.
No, I think they've changed. The LNP in Victoria have changed. LNP Liberals. That's what happens when you're in Queensland. I think the Liberals have changed leaders a few times in the past year or two because they just can't figure out what's getting the traction.
I might be worth throwing in the towel if it's Victoria. I'm not gonna lie. Hey.
And they well, it'd be interesting to see what kind of opposition does then sort of arise. Is it going to be a bunch of teals and greens?
Yeah.
That eventually form some kind of rich / environmentalist opposition.
Maybe. Because that's an interesting thought, because Victoria, it's yeah, my problem with that, though, is, I'm fine with going to, a Greens versus Labour two-party preferred, but what I'm not for is taking votes from Labour and then preferencing the Liberals above them. you know,
I think I.
which hopefully
I mean, the next
doesn't happen.
3 years of,
It depends on what
Peter Dutton.
electorate you're into, you know,
Yeah,
like
oh, it definitely does. I mean, there's a lot of
if you're in a safe liberal, if you're in a safe liberal seat, it's just like you like voting Labor is better.
Yeah, but I mean,
Voting Labor first
like
is better. Yeah.
the federal election showed that like there aren't any safe liberal seats now. Like,
what about Frome in South Australia?
is that
No,
still?
that's a state seat. Never mind. I don't know.
I think the biggest problem for the Liberals is that like there are probably safe LNP seats in Queensland because they have that more like Nationals Conservatives thing, but I think the wealthy, the affluent Liberal seats are now suddenly no longer safe because you don't have to vote for Labor that's going to tax you.
Shoutouts to the Greens. Shoutouts to the Greens for taking Brisbane, by the way, from the LNP, just like straight up, like,
and that dude,
like holy shit,
that Brisbane dude was first term, wasn't he, as well?
Who is it? It's not. I forgot his name.
I meant the LNP guy for Brisbane.
Oh,
like he was a young first term guy, and he lost it straight to the Greens.
I think Labor was like shortly under.
Maranoa is pretty safe. Is Maranoa Liberal or Labor?
Maranoa. We're saying, do safe Liberal seats exist?
Yeah.
What we're asking.
It might be Liberal then.
Look it up. Maranoa. So what was the swing like here? Come on. Maranoa's in Queensland, so...
Alright. Yeah.
I mean...
LNP. I mean, my electorate's gonna be fucking safe for the LNP for years. And that's just because of we used to have Warren Truss when he was the head of the Nationals, and people here have a lot of connections still with that, and so they just see LNP and they just think, oh yeah.
Yeah, Maranoa is a stronghold for the Liberal.
Yeah.
David Littleproud, former minister.
Okay, there you go. He's he's the leader of the... Littleproud's leaders of the National now, isn't he?
Reading the Wikipedia article. Maranoa extends across the southern outback and is socially conservative. In the 2016 and 2019 federal elections, Pauline Hanson's One Nation finished above Labor, reaching 20% of the primary vote. Maranoa is a stronghold for the Liberal National Party of Queensland. The current MP is David Littleproud, former Minister for Agriculture and current leader of the National Party.
Yep, right.
That's nice. Speaking of the National, did you hear John Barilaro's trying to lay low in Queensland?
Is he in Queensland?
After that whole shit? Yeah, he is.
That's hilarious. Oh, man.
Yeah, he, yeah, just so fucked, hey?
That whole thing is just... I mean, corrupt. Just... openly fucking corrupt. Oh, man.
Well,
I
isn't that fucked? Yeah, I'm gonna go too, but isn't that fucked where first ever leader of this seat was a Labor member in
Maranoa.
1901. Yeah, in 1901. It's just interesting seeing the swing over time. It went like Labor, country, independent. Oh, the country turned into an independent. Country, national country, nationals, Liberal nationals.
Yeah, I mean the best thing that the Liberals in Queensland ever did was fucking becoming the LNP. Otherwise, they would have been wiped
Pretty
out.
much.
Would have been wiped
Anyway,
out by the
I want to get
Nationals.
out of here too. I'm a little
Cool, man.
hungry.
This was
I'll
fun.
see you later. Yeah, I'm down to do this more.
Yeah, this was good. Just talking like Oz politics. I liked it.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
You see, I start really talking proper mad shit when I start getting tired, so
Best to end it.
yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, no, this was really good. We'll definitely do it again.
Alright.
See you, dude.
Well, I'll see you later then.